What's up, you guys? Welcome back to WideBody Nation. 885 horsepower coming to you from Dodge Direct Connection, brought to you by the Power Brokers, which are the dealerships that actually bring the parts, the labor, the tuning to your car, which is, that's pretty cool that Dodge is doing it. It is kind of reminiscent of how Ford and Chevy have had their own little, like Roush and Whipple and all these other brands have kind of like slightly infiltrated the big OEM manufacturers to offer some sort of reliable tuning and modification solution. So very cool to see that Dodge is doing it. Kind of a better late than never situation with Dodge, but I'm kind of on the fence here, folks. The fact that I could get up to 885 crank horsepower in my 2022 Dodge Charger Jailbreak, going up from 807 to 885, is pretty wild because that's more horsepower than the Demon from a few years ago, more horsepower than a Super Stock, more horsepower than pretty much anything on the road. Granted, it is a heavy car, so we're going to go through the pertinent parts of the catalog to my car, and then we're going to talk about the warranty and the price and all that. And I guess we'll just see if I end up going ahead with this before we go full send down the road and just create a total monster with these cars. So with that being said, real quick, if you guys have not protected your neutral strap, if you have a Charger, a Challenger, a Chrysler 300, at this point, it's a no-brainer. You use my coupon code. It's 20% off. Use code WBN on destroyer1320.com. And, for less than $30, you can prevent your 50, 70, 90, $100,000 car from being stolen exactly the way my 2021 Charger Redeye was stolen. I had one of the first Charger Redeyes in the nation, and it was stolen from me within 2 months of ownership at a very nice hotel in very well lit parking. So it can happen to anybody. I know a lot of people say, "Oh, I have a garage at the house," or "it never leaves my sight." Your car definitely leaves your sight. And oh, by the way, a lot of thieves, they're not dumb. They'll profile you. They'll follow you home from work to your house, and just because you have a garage or just because you think your car never leaves your sight, you're really not going to just spend about 35 bucks to protect the super easy way that they steal these cars? I mean, we're giving it to you guys. I guess it's just on you guys to go ahead and order it because I don't know your address. I just want to send you the product. So let us know. Destroyer1320.com. We will get that right out to you guys. We do have the 2022 available now because you guys were so great. You let us know that the 2022s, the center console has a slightly different orientation. The plastic is slightly different for whatever reason Dodge chose. And so we have a 2022 specific version for the Chargers, which is why I bought the 2022 Charger Jailbreak specifically to perfect the product for the 2022 model year. So due to overwhelming demand, we are a couple days behind on orders, but we are catching up with our hardened steel, new and improved, better painted product. That is all. So with that being said, let's jump in for the Chargers and the Challengers. And this is a over 100-page manual or catalog, whatever you want to call it. It has parts galore. Now, the one that I'm specifically interested in is this page because obviously I have a 2022 Redeye / Jailbreak. Let's just call it a Redeye because that's basically what it is, okay? So, in order to get up to 885 horsepower, first you need to buy the Redeye pre-stage kit, which basically does more or less nothing. It just gets you, for $1,195, it gets you what looks to be a Diablo Sport tuner, because go ahead and check this out. That is darn near a Diablo Sport Trinity 2 Platinum tuner and PCM swap kit. So, that's what Dodge looks to be using. So you obviously get the tuner, which is the main, these tuners are like kind of the main crux of increasing power to your car, whether you're going full race car or whether you're just trying to tinker a little bit, right? Because you need to be able to access all of the parameters for your car. You need to be able to monitor air fuel ratio, boost, MAF, etc., etc., right? We're not going to get too deep in this video, but this also comes with a 180 degree thermostat so that your cooling system goes ahead and starts sooner, from what I understand. And then you also get a Dodge branded, which basically just a K&N performance filter, which I have my own opinions on because I feel like the Redeye comes with a really good filter already. So I'm kind of curious on kind of like, is this really doing anything, or is that just kind of like part of the, they just want to be able to give you something else to touch with, like, oh, horsepower, right? It's kind of like stickers, like each sticker adds 5 horsepower. So you get the pre-stage kit. This is just a lot of marketing hoopla. Everybody knows the tuner, you need the tuner to make the power, right? Now, the stage 1 kit, after you buy the pre-stage kit, is only $395, and it basically unlocks the Demon Tune. They're basically giving you all the Demon stuff just for any normal, like regular Redeye or Jailbreak or Super Stock here. This basically is just a tune. They're giving you a tune for high octane fuel, and by high octane I mean 100 octane or higher. So I believe something like an MS 109, or if you can just find a pure 100 octane fuel, would satisfy this. And it does not let you get the 840 crank horsepower unless it detects fuel that is at 100 octane or higher. So keep that in mind. But for $11.95 plus $3.95, so $1,600, you're getting an extra 40 to 50 horsepower, depending on if you have a Redeye or a Super Stock or a Jailbreak. That's crank horsepower, so you can, when I dynoed my car, the drivetrain loss was about 15%. So you would multiply the increase, or you'd multiply the crank horsepower and the crank torque by 0.85 to get your wheel horsepower number. So I know you guys want to see, and remember there's a warranty. We'll get to the warranty. I know you guys want to see what's going on here with the 885 crank horsepower and 787 pound-feet of torque with whatever their correction is, which is the same correction they use to rate their stock vehicles. So this stage 2 package says increase your engine performance to 885 horsepower at the touch of a button when used in conjunction with the pre-stage kit. This kit, the stage 2 kit, includes the Elephant pulley, which is an 80.5 millimeter, which is a 3.17 inch diameter pulley, for a 2-pound increase in boost over stock and a high performance factory tune calibration. 885 horsepower is achieved by enabling high octane functionality with the pre-stage kit. While the high octane mode is not engaged, your expected performance is 837 horsepower. So you're still getting an upgraded you're still getting upgraded horsepower numbers to the crank, between 30 and 40 horsepower bump over stock because of this pulley. And that is the main difference. This is the first real mechanical change that's going on, because you're pulleying down, which is what is going on. It's changing the ratios and actually increasing the speed at which the supercharger is turning, therefore increasing the amount of boost by about 2 pounds, which translates to anywhere from 40 to 80 horsepower gain, depending on what type of fuel you're using, because this new piggyback system is modulating it per type of fuel. Now, again, it needs to be stated that you need 100 octane or higher fuel, or else you'll only be getting about the 40 horsepower bump. So you'll still get some horsepower, but you want that 100 octane fuel. So you either have to buy race gas or go find one of the very few pumps that offers 100 plus octane fuel, like one of those VP racing stations. With that being said, this is $1,195. So if you did this plus the pre-stage kit, which you need because the pre-stage kit is the tuner, basically the Diablo Sport tuner with Dodge brand on it, plus you want the pulley and the tune, that is going to be about $2,500 for you to get that 80 horsepower increase, plus the cost of fuel, which you guys know race gas is not cheap. It's usually between $10 to $15 a gallon, depending on what type you're looking at, whether it's E85, MS109, and there's a lot of other fuels out there. So I'll have to look into the fuels for you guys. Now, warranty. Let's check out the warranty page. And the reason I have it pulled up is because this is an over 100-page catalog. So I didn't want to have to just button mash for you guys. But what you guys should do is button mash on destroyer1320.com. Even if you guys already have ordered yours, there is no excuse why you shouldn't be ordering these for your friends, families, car clubs. And I'm trying to work out something with Destroyer 1320 as far as like a mass order discount. I mean, my discount code WBN is already a pretty good discount, but if you guys were, gonna maybe order 5 or more, I could probably work out maybe like a 25 or a 30% discount, just because you guys are going ahead and protecting so many cars that it's in our best interest to get it out there to you guys. So let me know in the comments below if you guys would be interested in like a car group or like a car club discount, and I could potentially make a custom code for you guys on that. But keep in mind, we are a couple days backed up right now due to overwhelming demand. So please just be patient on that. Now, there's a bunch of this whole page is on warranties, and there's actually other pages on it too. But the section we are concerned with is this direct connection parts beginning with 770 or 68, except for Hemi crate engine. So we are just looking at these parts. So this part number for the stage 2 kit is 770, blah, blah, blah. And then this pre-stage kit is 770 or 770. I believe this is probably for not for Hellcat, but versus Charger versus Challenger, or vice versa. So with our parts starting with 770, essentially there is a 24-month and unlimited mile warranty on anything that pertains to the product that is installed. So they have a whole paragraph here, but it is, I think they leave it intentionally vague so that if you have aftermarket parts on your car and you use their thing, they can, if there's a failure, they could attribute it to the aftermarket parts. Let's say you upgraded injectors, but also use their tune and maybe put a different fuel in it, then maybe they would claim, well, you put different fuel and you had different injectors than OEM injectors, so we're not warrantying this claim. But from what I understand and what I can read right here, which you guys can read too, if, for instance, like my car is completely stock other than window tint and my theft deterrent system over my neutral strap and some trackers, some GPS trackers, there's a 24-month unlimited mile warranty if I were to install the pre-stage kit and the stage 2 tune with the pulley. Now, I'm going to go ahead and probably get this done at a Dodge dealership just to eliminate any confusion. But in here, it even says that you can have a professional technician install it. They just won't really comp you for the labor. So if you just want to be comped for the parts and for whatever happens, you could get it done by an aftermarket shop maybe. But if you're gonna stay in the warranty game that we're talking about right now, I would probably recommend, as much as you guys maybe don't like getting work done at the dealership, if you're gonna do this, you're gonna spend $2,500. I would just do it at the dealership so that if something goes wrong, you can just point to them and be like, they did it, they did all the work, they brought me the parts, they did the work, they did the tuning, they did everything, I touched nothing, and Dodge, you need to fix this, you need to pay for the labor, you need to pay for the parts, you need to pay for blah, 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 right? If you introduce external shops or external tuners, or you do it yourself, you're opening yourself up to the warranty claim being denied. And this is all just in my opinion, but I think it's pretty simple, right? If you really wanted just to go make big power, make 1,000 horsepower to the wheels easy, just go to your local shop, spend about 5 to 10 grand, upgraded injectors, smaller pulley, tune, and E85, and maybe some headers, and you're making darn near 1,000 horsepower to the wheels. Now, you don't have a warranty anymore, but that is more economical as far as how much money you spent to make the power. Whereas if you wanted to spend $2,500, probably be making high 700s, maybe 800 a wheel, probably not 800 a wheel, probably 770 if I had to guess. maybe 750, 760 the wheel. At 885 crank, I think would go down to about 750 wheel, which is still nothing to sneeze at, especially for a supercharged car. That is where you're going to want to have the dealership order it, the dealership install it, the dealership tune it, the dealership test drive it, so that you can just come on back and be like, hey, it's broken. You guys fix it. You pay for it. So that's just my 2 cents on it. Please let me know in the comments below if you guys think I should test out Power Broker's direct connection through Dodge, or if you think I should just go full aftermarket and full send this thing before before I even give Dodge a chance with this thing. Because I'm honestly leaning towards doing these Power Brokers. I want to see what the customer experience is. I want to kind of show you guys what the options are without voiding warranty, because I think it is pretty valuable to be able to add a considerable amount of horsepower. And it's not snap your neck changing horsepower, but it is, an 80 horsepower difference will be noticeable, especially if you're lining up against people, or if you're measuring quarter mile times or eighth mile times, whatever it may be. So let me know in the comments below what you guys think I should do. Dodge, that's pretty funny that you guys basically just rebranded a Charger Diablo Sport tuner. But I mean, hey, it don't fix what's not broken. A lot of people use these, so good on you. Don't forget to check out Destroyer1320.com. We have 2022 Charger neutral strap covers available. We also have 2015 through 2021, and we obviously have Challenger covered all the way from 2015 up to 2022 as well. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. Stay safe out there, and I will see you guys for the next video.